Rocks and streams. Have you ever noticed that rocks and rivers are much smoother than rocks that are freshly broken off or up in the mountains far from water? Moving water makes rocks smooth through the process of abrasion. During abrasion, rocks constantly interact with water flow, transporting other smaller sediments and particles. These particles collide with a rock, like sandpaper, and wear away sharp edges, making a rock smooth. When I think of this process, I can't help but think about the journey we embark on when we become a believer. As believers, we are like rocks thrown into a river, and God is the water softening our sharp edges. This process happens slowly through time and experience. Now, you might be thinking that being soft is a negative characteristic. Let me be very clear. Nothing about being soft is bad. The world teaches us that we should be hardened and calloused, such as looking out only for ourselves. But heavenly culture teaches us that gentleness, being soft, is a sign that we are walking with God. Philippians 4:5 says, "Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near." And in Colossians 3:12 it says, "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself in compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience." We see a stark contrast here between what the world teaches and what the Bible teaches. When we become saved, we are like a rock thrown into a river. Our world is flipped upside down, and we begin living in a new environment. Have you ever felt like there's a constant tension in certain areas of your life, or a way you have always reacted that suddenly feels wrong? That is the Holy Spirit working in you. The Holy Spirit starts to chip away at our sharp edges, our pride, our language, our habits, our sin patterns. We begin the process of sanctification, which doesn't happen overnight, but over time. God is constantly working on things in our life and preparing us for what He has in store for us. God has purposely placed you in this specific situation for a reason. He is trying to smooth something out in you. Sometimes the rushing water may feel like we are getting beaten down and torn apart. But just like in John 15, He cuts off every branch that bears no fruit in me. We have to remember that this is for our good. It will feel uncomfortable, but it is a good reminder that if it does not produce a fruit of the Spirit, then it is not from God. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The deeds of the flesh are lust, gluttony, pride, sloth, wrath, greed, and envy. This week, I challenge you to lean into what the Holy Spirit is convicting you about and posture yourself to take a deeper look into what He may be trying to reveal in your life.